Hi, I'm Clay Allison from Wicked Edge, and what I've got in front of me is a Generation 3 Pro sharpener, and you can see I've got a little digital angle gauge here set up on the unit, and that is to help answer the question about how the micro adjustment on this machine works. And it's pretty straightforward. So I've got the machine set here on the plate to roughly 20 degrees, and you can see my angle cube is reading 19.96 at the moment, and it tends to fluctuate just a little bit. As the floor vibrates here. This is how sensitive the device is. But what I want to do now is I want to lower the angle. So there's a couple scenarios where you might want to change the angle. Let's say you want to hit something that is a ½ degree or less in between increments. You know, our graded plate here on the front has ½ degree increments, but maybe I want to go up to a ¼ degree, or maybe I want to try to match up a knife that has different bevels on each side. So what I would do is I would set the lever here on the plate to the outside angle of what I want to do, always greater than the final angle I want to achieve. So for example, if I really wanted to sharpen at 19¼ here, I would set this lever on the graded plate to 20 degrees, and then I would operate the micro adjust to bring it down to the 19¼ So the first thing I want to do is just insert the hex key into the very end of the upright here, and what I've got is a shaft that comes through the bearing, through the upright, and then there's a hex pocket here on the outside. So I'm just going to insert the hex key there, and then I'm going to loosen the thumb screw right here. And what the thumb screw does is lock the position of the bearing in place. So for example, you know, right now I'm locked at roughly 20 degrees. I unlock here, and then I'm going to drive the bearing in by operating the Allen wrench here, and then as I read the position I'm looking for, I'll settle in and I'll lock it in place. So now that I've loosened here, I'm just going to drive this forward by rotating it, and I'm going to just watch the angle gauge as I go. You can see the angle dropping. It takes a moment for the cube to catch up, so it's good to just be a little bit patient and not go too fast, because you can overrun what you're looking for. So now I've got to 19.25, and I've overrun just a tiny bit, so I'm going to back it up. And keep adjusting until I hit my mark. There we are, 19.25, gone over just a tiny bit. There we go. And then I would lock this in place by operating this thumb screw here. And what that does is it just pushes a small polymer pellet into the threads of the bearing so that it locks in place, but it doesn't damage the threads. Okay, so that's locked in, and I've got my angle that I want. And there's actually quite a lot of adjustment here. So if I loosen this back up again and I operate this screw, I'll show you just how much we can achieve. So now I'm all the way down to 17 and almost a quarter, and I'm getting near the end. And again, I would just lock it in place, and then I could sharpen there if that was my goal. So now I'm going to loosen it back up, and we'll just rotate it back until we're back to our 20-degree mark. Okay, and there we are, and I'll lock that back in place. And that, in a nutshell, is how you operate the micro adjustment feature on the Generation 3 Pro sharpener. So thanks for watching. If you have other questions, please check out our website, and be sure to check out our forum. There's a great bunch of people on there that can always help. And you're also welcome to send any emails with questions to support@wickededgeusa.com. All right, thanks again for watching.